Okay, I call the meeting to order. Those present constitute a quorum. We're going to make this quick.
Okay.
And so I'm going to suspend the agenda just so we can get through this quickly, okay?
Got it.
The only business that, and I was going to bring it up in President's remarks, is because of the schedule for the December general meeting, we really need to approve or what's it called? Affirm or appoint the nomination committee. And they won't be doing anything right away, but the bylaws require that we have it done for the December meeting. And we do have two members that would have agreed to serve on the nominating committee. They are June McCall and Marcia Lapham. And
Wonderful.
so I move that we affirm them as the nominating committee and hope that we can find more members as time goes on. Do I have a second?
Sure, second. Yeah.
Okay, any discussion?
No, that's fine.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 All right, so that's done. I will just quickly say that the planning committee did have a meeting, and I'm going very quickly through the agenda. And we discussed what the meeting was to discuss what the STD dollar amount should be and how the STD should be pursued. I have not confirmed the minutes with the planning committee, so I won't go through them. Just to say that right now it looks like it's going to be $125 per lot as the submission for the STD.
Gary,
Yes.
just refresh my memory because I've got nothing in front of me. What is it now?
150.
Okay, thank you.
And 150 itself is down from what it used to be at one point, right, Barry? It was like 192 or something?
Yes, it was in the 190s. In our last 5 years ago, we asked for 166 and it was approved at 150, and now we're going in at 125 and 90, I don't know what the percentage is, but almost all of it is capital and operations. A very small portion of it is for admin. But you know, when I get the minutes approved from the planning committee meeting, I'll send that along to the entire board for their review so that you would understand it at the next meeting.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So there's actually a noticeable reduction, and we didn't go through the figures of the planning committee, but just for those of you who can hear me, when I came on the board, which I think was about 5 or 6 years ago, something like that, we had recently had something like almost $500,000 excess built up from STDs with the county. And the commissioners asked us to spend that I don't know, I call it reserve, but the excess down, and then start living from year to year. And we've done a great deal to spend that down, which meant that we've been able to spend more than it appears that if you think of the spend down and virtual income on top of what we were getting at the 150 rate, we were probably spending as if we had a rate of 175 per household or more, just on capital improvements. So, you know, the planning committee suggested we go to 125, but we don't have any real excess to dip into for emergencies. That's why we don't want to cut it any closer.
Well said. That's exactly right. I'm gonna very quickly run through the committees, unless you really want to say something, I'm gonna skip all the committees. Anything?
That's great.
Okay. All right.
You need to do something about roads, don't you? Because the board doesn't know what the roads committee forwarded to the planning committee.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, very quickly, the roads committee did have a meeting. I thought we talked about this at the last meeting, but I'll restate it very quickly. They approved the plan that had been brought forward by Jeff for an expenditure of roughly $125,000 next year for a .94 some 0.94 miles of road to be repaved. And we also confirmed that the premise that we would try to do that every year. So I think we did bring that forward last meeting. And so the
Yeah,
road
you did bring that last meeting.
and the planning
Oh, good.
committee.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
And the planning committee did take that into consideration in their deliberation. You have something, safety committee?
Yeah, the safety committee is going to sponsor a meeting here on the evening of 17 November, made up of the Amateur Radio Emergency Service organization, which then is available to the county for emergency backup commo. And we'll have about 7 or 8 of those members who will come down. This is one of the emergency backup stations available to the county. And so anybody who's interested in emergency radio backup, as far as the safety committee is concerned, are welcome to come. It'll be at 7:30 on the 17th of November. And part of it will be completing the renovation and the antennas in our station. That's all I have.
Okay, there is one thing I skipped over. It was the approval of the minutes of October 13 meeting. I assume everybody got those and read them?
Yes.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, do I have a motion to approve? So moved. A second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right,
Aye.
that's unanimous. The corner phrase. The old business is still old business. We have nothing new to discuss, so we'll skip over
Can
that.
I interject a second with a question?
Sure, of course.
I somehow got the impression that one of the new board members, maybe Tony, was interested in joining the environmental committee.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do we need to vote him in?
if he
And if
says,
so, when?
we could do that right now if you want.
Sure, why not?
So you're making a motion to include Tony in the environmental committee?
Yes.
I second it. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right, so it's done.
Great, all right, then we'll try to meet sometime in November, I hope.
Okay. Sounds good.
That was my report.
Okay, that's good. You got it out off of the table. Okay, I think we're done.
Wait, one thing,
Yes.
on the welcoming committee,
Yes,
I don't know if everyone's aware that Fran Bosch did officially resign.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, okay, fine. Oh, I know, one thing we want to talk about very, very quickly, we don't need to talk about, but remind everybody, I know there's been an email sent around, but we've got the open positions coming up for, 6 months from now, we're gonna vote. And 2 of the 3 people that are now holding position, we have a resignation of Fran, and Dan may or may not run again, and Paula's position's coming up. So if you know of anybody who's interested in serving on the board, be a good time to start planting the seeds for that.
Has anyone spoken to Dan in the last week, by the way?
No, but the oblique word we have is that he's recuperating slowly.
Okay.
He's having speech problems, and one side of his body isn't functioning quite well. And our hearts go out to him, so.
Okay, thank you.
Just have one thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Quickly say, I'm in the process of doing the newsletter. I'll send a draft out to everybody, if anybody would like to, you know, add something to it.
Yeah, if you got anything
that
for
would
the
be great.
newsletter.
Fill some space, right?
There you go.
Well, we're gonna reprint a couple things. And
How about the report on the beach
Yes,
situation?
I've got,
yeah,
I've
that's a
set
good thing.
space aside thinking, well, we need something here, the beach
Do you want
situation.
some of those photos I sent around?
That'd be good.
Also, thanks for reminding me, well, I'm meeting tomorrow, provided I can get my wife to bring me here, with the contractor to start work on the beach, so. And we have.
Oh, that's clearing the mess?
Yes, we have a permit and we're ready to go.
Oh, that's really progress.
Right.
We need just.
Do we have an idea how much it's gonna be?
Well, yeah.
I didn't hear that, I'm sorry.
Millions.
Money.
Well, the permit cost us
200.
$200. There's probably some incidental expenses, and the bid we have is for $500 to do it.
Oh,
So
that's great.
probably
That's
gonna
really
run
good.
$750, $800.
That's what I was right on top of it.
That's clearing some of the asphalt, right?
Yes, and some of the other debris and moving the picnic tables.
And where would the asphalt go?
In your front yard.
I use it in my driveway.
We have.
I hate to tell you, but
You don't want it in your driveway. You don't want it in your driveway, Bob.
Goes to asphalt
Okay.
heaven.
But yeah, we're gonna find a place for it, so don't worry about the asphalt.
Not to kind of reuse it.
Okay? Well, that's actually, they do have a recycling place, but it's just not close. So, it is recycled. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say, I spoke to the inspector today, we need just one inspection.
Excellent.
He doesn't know why we even needed a permit. But that.
Because it's on the beach, that's right.
Well, and he knows, he has a farm on the beach, so he knows.
I understand. Okay, that's all we have, I think, unless somebody else has something else.
Yeah,
I
All right, one at a
was gonna
time.
ask what's gonna happen, speaking of contractors, with painting the office.
Yeah, he's got it on his schedule to start. We don't know when that's gonna be yet, though.
Oh, okay, thanks. Sorry, Paul.
that's okay. I just wanted to thank Rhea for the help and Gary with the help of the welcoming committee, and Rhea for hanging out so
Very
late,
well.
but the people just stayed until 8:30, and we're having a great time. And,
That's wonderful.
Yes, and Rhea, I've been so busy this week. I will get back to you and coordinate these new people
Okay.
that are coming, and I'll get those names to you by Friday. Okay? Thank you.
You're doing
Thank
great.
you, Paula, for initiating and doing all of that.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Paul.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay. Tell me
Okay.
when I can sign off.
Motion to quit. All right, we're done. Thank you, everybody.